Welcome back, everyone. It's Stray Faye here with another episode of Harvest Moon, Tale of Two Towns. Our golden summer has just begun. Today's the critter contest. Okay. Well, there's something different. I wanted to fish today, but I guess we'll participate in this, which will cut down on our fishing time. Holy cannoli. Wow, look at all that money! 40,000 gold! A blazing hot day, great weather for growing crops. And what's tomorrow's weather? Tomorrow will be a sunny day all day. Alright, well, there's always tomorrow. We got so many fish fossils last episode. So yeah, it looks like our fishing strat is going to work. We're probably gonna make enough money to suit our needs without having to commit to like any farming. And yeah, we'll do something different today though. We have obviously fishing for the full day. We'll probably get old real fast. I milked you. Yeah, she's already been milked, silly dingus. I think I'll keep my horse here. I might walk it over to Eileen and just go ahead and get that farm upgrade. I want to say the game forces me to walk back here, which... yeah, I'm just kind of hesitant to take my horse cart all the way over the mountain. Only for me to have to go all the way over the mountain again in order to retrieve it. I think I'll just walk. I'll walk on my little stubby legs. I think I need, what, 2 stone? Medicine due today. Oh, that's something I could have done. I was so distracted with, like, everything. I can do that once the festival's over. The critter contest. Doesn't really matter, I'll do these. Need 2 material stone. Upgrade my farm. That's pretty easy. Yeah, we did a lot done yesterday. We met Dirk, the new, technically secret bachelor that we could marry. I don't really know how he was like in Grand Bazaar, so... he seems pretty sweet here. I don't know if they changed his personality at all, though. Apparently he was a little bit of a brat in Grand Bazaar. They just kind of matured him up in this one. Yeah, and we got our fishing pole in the first of summer as well, and we just immediately went to the dock that had fish fossils in it, and we just fished up like 9 of those, and now we're flipping rich. We're gonna do that on most sunny days. And yeah, we're just gonna try to rake in as much dough as we can this summer. But we'll do something different, because today is the critter contest. I think if we were still living in Bluebell, there would have been a hand fishing contest. So something similar to catching critters, but instead of catching fish with your hands. That would have fallen, I want to say summer 8th? It falls somewhere in early summer, but like not on the same day as the critter contest, because they try to make sure that the days don't conflict. Should have brought more gifts. I'm saving the milk and the eggs, because Ash wants those for a stethoscope. No hot milk for you, Jessica. Unfortunately. I got her to 2 flowers, though. Where'd... I just saw you leave. You comment on my outfit? He's just gonna keep asking. He's gonna keep bugging me about the request. Eat a good breakfast. Chat with some people. Gotta make sure I don't ignore people too long. Moondrop, well. I guess I'll... Like, I have it. I was like, I was gonna give it to Rutger, but since I have it... Are you helping your dad do some cooking or dishes? Good morning, Milan. How's it going? Talk about the request. You must have seen the message board. Thanks. Doing some dessert research with some flowers. Thanks, this is perfect. You look like you're dying to know what I'm using the flowers for. Do you know sunflowers are edible? You can put them in salad or in soups or decorate cakes with them. You can also coat them in sugar and just eat them that way. I bet you never thought you could eat flowers, huh? I was surprised at first too, but it's a neat idea, so I wanted to give it a try. Yeah, maybe just like... Probably not that great nutrition content, but... I mean, it would pretty up the meal and give you some like phytochemicals as well. It's from special plant nutrients. Thank you so much for your help. Oh dear, I almost forgot. I have a reward for you. Here you go. Got a sponge cake. Pretty sure some people would like sponge cake because it is a dessert. Full of egg. Probably very simple to make. Just like probably flour and egg or something. See you later. Here, I'll just chat with Rutger. Good morning, Milan. Alright. Just want to make sure you two old guys are fine. Let's go see Eileen. Where are you at? Looking at your blueprints. Good morning there, Milan. I love mornings, but it takes me a long time to wake up. Talk about the request. So you want to expand your farm? I've been expecting you. Okay, go ahead and give me the materials. Alright, just 2 material stone, that's it, and then 10,000 gold. Very cheap cost compared to what it's gonna be like later. Great, thanks. Now the money. That's 10,000 gold. You brought everything I need for the expansion. Nicely done. Now let's go to your farm. I'll get straight to work. Just taking a look around. Now you just wait there. I'll be done in no time. What are you using, dynamite? Just a little bit worried. I mean, she is clearing the field. All finished, and a fine piece of work if I do say so myself. I chopped down some trees to increase the area you can use for fields. Now you can grow more crops. Go take a look. You can use your new expansion right away. My job here is all done, so I'm going to go home. See you around. Bye. And that did warp me back. That was a good thing I didn't take my horse. Yeah, she like wiped out a bunch of trees. And she could do this like a few more times. And yeah, the field becomes absolutely massive. Probably too much for you to like just put crops here, but you can put other things like trees or like wheat and soybeans, stuff that like a long-term growth kind of thing. We are putting away this, right? Put away this. Put away that. I have a feeling like, yeah, my mint is starting to get a little bit A little bit not fresh. I have to clean out some of this. Where's my horse? Bum 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 bum. It's also the sponge cake. I really can't think of who to give it to. Storage. I'll sell the stuff that's going kind of grody. I don't want to accidentally give people spoiled stuff. Okay. Yep. And it's gonna be the critter. I think. Do I have to enter over here? I think I might have to enter at the town hall, not the top of the mountain. That kind of complicates things now, doesn't it? Magic red flower. Brown mushroom. Maybe I could do some foraging. I don't want to go all the way down to the docks and then just have to tear myself away right away. Let's see. Two towns. Activities, events. I want to look at the fall summer festivals. Pull up that info. Oh, found the magic red flower for Ying. And a fresh blue flower if I want to give that to somebody. Apricot for Cheryl. Come back! Holy crap, you run fast, Eastern Locust. I think I need that for Mako. Ouch. Slap you in the butt. Meji. Chamomile. There's not much here. A fine axe. I need a whopping 3 apricots, I don't know. Sounds a little bit hard. I don't know about this. Alright. Let's do this bug catching festival. As long as I participate, I get like some friendship points with everyone, but if I win, get like a somewhat pricey item, or at least item that's you won't be able to make until a while. Like pickled whatever. And then you get more friendship points for winning. So it is good for what we're looking for. Today's the critter contest. Do you want to participate? Let's start. I'm probably gonna suck. Let's get started then. Got a lot of bachelors and bachelorettes here. Summer is here again, and that means it's time for the critter contest. I'll go ahead and explain the rules. Whoever catches the most critters in the next hour is the winner. Any kind of critter will do. And that covers the rule. Let's get started. Do I have the whole mountain? Is everyone ready? I'm not ready. Go! Well, if I lose, I lose. It's just like, oh look, it's oh dang, that was a fast one. I'd be good to just leave the fast ones alone. I think I can go up and down. I'm going back up. Oh, this is bad. Oh, I heard one come out. I am so losing this. Yeah, there's no way. Go, go. Oh, what? I totally caught that! Oh my god! Go! 6! I need 8! Ugh. Yeah, I needed 2 more. Time! Good job, everyone. Now let's tally the results. I think I might have got 3rd place. Everyone scored pretty highly. There wasn't much of a gap between the top places. Yeah, I think if I didn't go down... Down kind of sucked. Up was a lot better. There wasn't much of a gap between the top places. Anyway, let's announce the winners now. In third place with 4 critters caught is Shang. Oh, that's pretty low. You're gonna give me leniency. In second place with 6 critters caught was Milan. Oh, I got second. Still the same amount of friendship points, but still. Finally, first place. The winner is, with an amazing 8 critters caught, Nori. How? Congratulations, Nori. Great stuff. Let's all give Nori a big round of applause. Well, at least I got some brownie points with everyone. And that's the contest. Let's turn in all these. You lost, don't worry. What matters is that you tried your best. I feel like I could have won. There was just some slipping. Just some slipping on my part. Thanks for this. See, my mom and dad are in the city. They sent me here because I'm sick and the air's better here. Alright, we've read this before. Give me my reward, little girl. I know, very sad backstory, but wanna move along now. With my horse. I'm gonna give you these weeds, because I should have done this earlier. This was a really easy request to do. I'll give you the highest quality weeds. Alright. Making medicines with weeds. Knowledge. Apple jam, alright. Actually, yeah, it gave me a lot of money for just some weeds for 30 gold. What a pity that you lost. Such is the way of things. Better luck next time. Shut up, hero. You don't understand. Actually, no big deal. Practice harder. Let's actually talk about the request. Oh, so you've got it all. Let's take a look here. I shall give you... What kind of branches should I give you? Whatever, I'll just give you the cheapo ones. Here's 10 sticks and 8,000 gold. Thanks for getting this. And now the money. Fine work. Glad to see you saw the task through to the end. I know you'll use this well. Please accept it. Yeah, we got an axe, which pretty much just makes us turn branches into material lumber, which we'll need for other upgrades. Use this to cut branches into lumber. Well, as they say, seeing is believing. You should equip it and try it out, but don't use it on people or animals. At any rate, thanks for all your help. Hope I can count on you again. I shall give you a bamboo. Well, I got plenty of stamina. Store this. And this, I guess. I'm gonna spend the rest of the day trying to get fish fossils. Why the heck not? I'm gonna stay up until midnight anyway. A plum, not an apricot. Getting a lot of tools in here. Alright, now we just chill for the rest of the night. It's so hard to see the fish. They're there, I think. bee. I picked up the duck. I meant to cast. Just get that duck out of the water. There's a lot of Bluebell events. I'm looking at the festival list right now. I think it's Summer 6, that's the barehanded fishing contest, which is kind of similar to the critter contest, although you don't have to go far and wide because you're just focused on the shallow waters. And yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. You earn friendship points. 1,000 if you win, 500 if you place lower. And if you won in the hand fishing contest, you would have gotten some honey wine. Yeah, nothing that's like really game breaking, but you can't really make honey wine until you upgrade Bluebell to be able to make wine. Have like the beverage maker. But yeah. Bluebell has some nice festivals though. Yeah, if you did stick around in Bluebell, there's a Summer Flower Day. If you were still living there, you probably want to stock up on flowers. You can either buy them in Cam's store, or you could just stock up on like the wild crappy flowers that you can find. On the mountains, and then like whoever you give a flower to that day, you just gain a whopping... Oh! Got away. That was my fault. I wasn't mashing fast enough. But yeah, on the flower day, on Summer 10, you would have gained 1,000 friendship points with whoever you gave it to. Even if they didn't like flowers, they'll still accept it on that day. It's kind of like another like Thanksgiving Day, but for the whole town of Bluebell. Konohana can't participate. And yeah, the next festival for Konohana though is going to be an angling contest. I might have to do some research for that. For that one, you have to catch the biggest fish. Although it might be easier to do if I had the master rod, but I gotta like pick a dock where I could potentially get a big fish. But I can't just give him a fish fossil and win based off money. When should I stop? I have so much stamina, but obviously I'm gonna run out of time. Go, go, go. Oh, faster, 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 faster! Yeah, another one! I think I pretty much bought all the pricey upgrades today. Anything else? Everything else is just for Hayate. Yeah. The stethoscope is hardly anything, it's just gathering up enough milk and eggs. And I would have done all the big requests for the season. This will be the last fish I catch, and then I'll go finish going over the mountain. Carpe diem. Let us go over the mountain. Let us bug them. Diego and Enrique. And I don't think I can do it tomorrow. Because it's a Saturday, but I can trigger a different one on Sunday. Keeping my eyes peeled, I kind of want to get these silly stag beetles. There's a lot of fireflies down here by the river. Japanese firefly. There's a lot of bugs. There's a lot of bugs to catch. A little bit overwhelming. But once again, you don't really have to worry about it, because you can't even complete it your first year. There's always like one bug. out of every type that you can only acquire in year 2 or beyond. No, it didn't trigger today. Maybe because it was a festival. Even though it was for the opposite town. Well, it's not like I lose. Not like I can go to bed late, it seems like. He lets me go to bed whenever. Fossil. Get rid of some of these bugs too. Stag beetle. Firefly. Save the locust. I don't think I'll find another eastern locust, but here's hoping. Let's get to bed and we'll do another day of fishing. Yoink. For some reason, I seem to be more stealthy on the horse. It gives me leniency. Oh, silver! White hill beetle. Little fast little buggers. I heard those critters. I heard the hoppers. I need a red one to pop up. It's usually over here. Oh. Keep going. That was green. That wasn't red. Let's go to bed without saving. Still pretty good money. What's it gonna be like tomorrow? Blazing hot day. Tomorrow will be sunny all day. There is much fishing in our future, it seems like. Let me pick you up. Eat the doggy. I checked the request board. How many milk and eggs do I have? Only 3. Hasn't been that much time. Go! Run! Is anything useful, or should I just fish? Mint? Rank C request. Magic blue flower. You have 2. Do I have mint? I think I sold I sold most of the mint, but I can find more. Let's turn these in. Good morning. So you saw the message board. Thank you very much. Take them before they go bad. Thanks for this. See, my mom and dad are in the city. Giving him flowers every day. We read this the other day, silly. Oh, another bamboo for Shang. Talk to you as well. Hello. Hello, old lady. I want to give something to Grandpa. Here's an Anubis beetle. Maybe like a popular pastime for some Japanese kids that live in very rural areas is to just bug catch. I used to like doing that when I was a kid. But I didn't get like any special... I didn't get any special bottles. So I had to make my own. I would get like sauce jars or whatnot. And I would poke holes in them with a nail. Yeah, I love going out like in the mountains every time we went in the summer. Like trying to collect bugs and like frogs. And then when we had a garden too, I like to collect snails or tomato worms. I like raising tomato worms inside the house. My grandma hated them. Like my yaya hated them so much. She like would try to kill them some way or the other. But like not actually smush them. I remember one time she let out my snail. She tried to throw it away in the trash. I only knew that because, like, even though it escaped, or like, obviously it escaped the trash can, like, I couldn't find it until, like, many weeks later when I, like, pulled out some random book out of my shelf, and lo and behold, it was on that book. And it ate, like, a whole entire corner of it, trying to live. It's like some Junie B. Jones book or something. Yeah, I still remember the time she let out my tomato worms outside too. She didn't release them. This time she didn't release the tomato worms, but she left them outside in the winter and they froze to death. Froze to death. Like, I was like, why is this lady trying to kill my, like, little indoor pets? Yeah, Yaya wasn't a great animal person. Even, like, the cats didn't like her. Probably because she would try to, like, swat them with her cane. So, like, every time she would try to be friendly and give them pets, they would always remember that they would get swat with the cane, so they'd fight back. I remember when Snowball got really mad at her. Just, like, lunged for her legs. I was like, okay. Snowball wasn't a nice cat regardless, though. Like, he was a little bit bipolar. Like, he would be like, pet me. I'm all nice and friendly and purring, and then the next moment he's sinking your teeth into your hand and drawing blood. Man, that cat knew how to live. He lived 26 years and didn't even die of natural causes. He fell in the pool. My dad let him out. I was so upset. I'm the one who found him and tried to do CPR on him. But he was already gone. Got a fish fossil. 4,000 gold. Tap faster. Yeah, you gotta do lots of taps for the fish fossil. But luckily, they don't destroy your stamina. And good thing too, because there's no fishing rod upgrade in this game. You know, like in the other games, you would have to take your rod from like the normal one to copper, silver, gold, and mithril. You just have like the base tools in this game. And then later on, Shane can like modify them, like making your watering can have a bigger water capacity, but there's no like charging up the watering can. Just because they have trenches instead. So you just water your crop trench to water everything instead of charging up your watering can. Alright, you get out of there, dude. Do-do-do-do. Da-na-na-na. Well, been reading the reception on my first episode of Tale of Two Towns, so I'm glad people are liking it. It's kind of surprising, like, as I release more and more Let's Plays, how people are super excited to see the next one. And I also get kind of worried, like, oh, they're expecting me to do something amazing here. But I don't know. I don't think I'll do... It's hard to beat the weird glitches that would happen in DS and DS Cube. So I feel like this game, it feels mostly patched, except if you're playing the cartridge version of 3DS where it crashes on the mountain. But the digital version is fine. But yeah, it feels a little weird where I'm making money through normal means now instead of like glitching the casino or something. But I always try to find weird ways to make money. I mean, I guess Animal Parade, it was pretty basic. Like, I made money with crops. And yeah, it was just best to grow crops in Animal Parade. In this game, I find it's good to fish for fish fossils. Yeah, it's a little interesting in every game, just trying to find that one money-making quirk. It's like different for every game. Shishamo. Shishamo? Shishamo. That's not too hard to say. Like, Sally sells seashells on the seashore. Phone's ringing and it's like, spam, never mind. Waiting for some like random phone call from my boyfriend being like, I got bit by a dog, I gotta go to the emergency room. Like, oh god. He did get bit pretty bad, like, one day. It wasn't, like, horribly maimed, but it was, like, kind of a surprise, because it, like, punctured his nose. And you know, those, like, facial wounds just tend to bleed a lot. The dog gave him a nose piercing. Essentially. Luckily it didn't tear, just, like, punctured. I think my boyfriend was so surprised because he was just taking out this lady's German Shepherd out to their car. And as soon as the German Shepherd got in the car, like, he was literally just walking this dog, but as soon as it climbed in the back seat, it like turned around and like lunged at his face. And it just has a knee-jerk reaction. He just like gave it an uppercut. And it like only got his nose, like it didn't do that much damage, but yeah, that was like a big surprise because he wasn't expecting the dog that he was just walking. Not even like getting poked or prodded at the vet, like that was all over. But like, no, you cannot get in your master's car. Fishing for fishies. Yeah. The reception on this Let's Play seems to be pretty good. I can't promise anything crazy though. I just want to do the normal thing. Like I always wanted 200% the game, like full farm, fully upgraded farm, but I could never commit myself to play that long. So I always use Let's Playing as an excuse to play long. Where are you going, Mako? So weird. What the heck? What you doing? Hark! Without the daylight hours, crops and fruit wouldn't grow now, would they? So it's your business. I don't think I have what you want. I will take these though. This is kind of a weird area that you're hanging out at. Well, anyway. Oh god. Oh no, my stamina. Guess I'm gonna go to bed earlier. For some reason, I thought I had to jump onto that initial one. Not that I could just walk on it. My bag is full. Maybe that's cue to go back home and rest. Or maybe I should look for stuff. Did I forage? It's always a dilemma. Like, do I want to do request or make money? You were looking for this, weren't you? Is this an eastern cicada? No, it's a cornered cricket. that was what you were looking for. Eastern locust. It's weird to see the magic red flowers just being forageables now. I remember them being the rare flower that you can grow from magic blue flowers, and you grow them yourself. Can't get away from me, Foxy boy. Yeah, whatever. You're not a red hopper. Oh, it's already evening. Fireflies are out. Come here. At least you can't run away. Pacific firefly. Hey, it leveled up. I caught 40 different kinds of critters. Congratulations. I now present you with the title Star Critter Catcher. Sure know your critters, but try looking in places you haven't checked before to find new ones. Or wait till you're 2. Well, keep up the good work. Toodles! I was expecting to find some hopper somewhere. Oh, mousy. Die. Hot summer firefly. I'm guessing you can catch it in summer. Gonna slap that boar on the butt. Yeah. Let's put that away. Alright, I was looking for mint for dear Reina. Of all things, mint. Guessing I can get it in this season. If it's on the request board for this season. Please, let me pick it up. Got a princess firefly. That sounds adorable. I just kind of want to go to sleep now. Just kind of want to start a new day. Like this, just because there's no reason for me to stay out that late. I won't be able to get a cutscene at Diego's store, but oh well. I got another apricot. I think I just need one more. Oh dear. It's full. Come on. Get in there. Yes, in. Alright. No more bug catching. I suppose I should just let him go, but it's my human greed that tells me to just keep holding on to them. No more bugs. No. That was the silver one. Blue walnut. Oh, here's a mint. That's what I need for Reina. Oh, I think that's... Do I have enough apricots? I'm not finishing that today. Finish that, though. I got the mint. Where's my horse? Where did I put my horse? Let's turn in the mint, and let's turn in the apricot. Hey, Dirk, poor guy. Going back over the mountain. I do need to befriend him. What's neat about this game is once you get enough affection for the bachelors, you can start going out on dates. And if I do decide I want to marry Dirk, I have to go on enough dates with him. Sorry I took so long, Cheryl. Not bad, thanks. Now I'll be really pretty. Thanks for helping me! Since you worked so hard, I have a reward for you. Here, a kiss on the cheek. Just kidding, here's your real reward. More milk. Guess you did help me out, so thanks. Help me out again next time. Evening, good work today. I don't have enough eggs for you. That's it? Did I check? Hi. Let me talk to you, actually. What are you doing? Are you doing a stakeout wrecker? It's probably just making sure the town's all safe and whatnot, but it's kind of weird when the town's all empty and he's just looking in people's yards. I think I need that. I will sell the fish fossil, because money. I want to say there's nothing... Oops. Nothing with the walnuts. Big money. Whitehill beetles. The beetles are a lot of money. I'm guessing that's just because they're hard to catch. Keep the butterflies. I don't know, maybe I'll need the eastern locust for a different request. Oh, I scared it away. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, Reina and then bed. I guess we can do one more day. It might land us playing really late, but... Dirk! Run! Yeah, we both need to wake up early. Do you want to ride on my carriage? I wish I could give him a ride. It's like, I'm going the same way. Race you, dude. Oops. I want to get that. Okay, bye. You can release it. They'll just fly away. Release. Probably the more humane thing to do, just catch and release. Mako, I already talked to you today. I just found it odd that you were there while I was fishing. Reina! So he saw the message board. Give you these mint. They aren't that great quality, but here you go. Thanks a lot. This should work. Great work, thanks. Oh right, your reward. This is all I've got, so I hope it's okay. More jam. They're giving me more money since it's a C rank request. Even though you're not asking for anything that crazy. Alright, we get to- Yay, we get to go to bed before midnight! Amazing! I'm in a very weird position right now. Floating. I didn't sell the walnut? Guess I'll keep it. Alright. Thought I saw something shiny. No, they're just little morning glories over there. Alright. Let's do one more day. Let's go to bed without saving. I know this will probably take us a long time to get through the day, but... Look at all that money we're making. More money. Sunny day all day. The dog eat. What's the dog doing? Hey, the sheep. Sheep has more wool. We'll need to collect some more wool for some new clothes next season, and then after that, I don't really have a reason to keep the sheep. I can get rid of it. There might be some requests, though, that require wool. I wonder when I'm gonna need to buy more fodder. Like, it hasn't run out yet. I wish they would eat at the end of the day, because they do graze, but of course I need to leave some out for my cow, because I don't have an animal that can let my cow out. I'd rather not do it myself, because I'm lazy. I could keep the blueberry jam in my bag a little while longer. You'd think that jam wouldn't have freshness. It's supposed to be preserved. Oh, Pacific Firefly. Okay. I mean, it's gotta collect the blue fireflies. Knowing my luck, they're gonna somehow get away from me. Is there anything I can give Shang? I bet the bamboo is starting to go bad. Yeah. I could. It's still okay to give fairly fresh, but then if it starts getting not so fresh, then nah. Alright, let's just get to our fishing spot. Takes too much time to forage. What's this? Shiitake. Okay, there's no fish in my bag. Just making sure that we're empty. See how long we can do this. Alright, another chill day of fishing. Oh boy, we're almost approaching an hour. I need to take a break, I think, after this. I did pretty good, though. I did record a lot today. But definitely, like, stuff that is super monotonous like this, you just kind of get into a trance. You run out of things to talk about. But I feel like I couldn't just keep recording. I have time. Then again, I have an episode for every day this week, so I feel good. I feel like I can make it to next week and have a regular upload schedule again. It was so hard with DS Cute because I got to a point where I had to skip a bunch of days to actually get to the new content. I was like, it took forever to record anything new. And this, everything's new. Yeah, another 4,000 gold. Yeah, I did kind of make a money calculator. I mean, it doesn't have everything on it, but let's see. So let's see, like, the next field. So, like, you know, the field upgrade that I got from Eileen was 10,000 gold. The next one is going to be 20,000. And then the one after that is almost double. It's gonna be 35,000. And then I'm going to... there's two more field upgrades. I'm gonna stop upgrading my field after I upgrade it 3 times. I'm just gonna focus on making the water wheel. The water wheel and rice paddy. That also comes with a seed maker. It'll be 50,000 gold. So, like, the money that you need ramps up. So we need a lot of this. We need a lot of this, like, if we're gonna last until next summer. But luckily, I feel like once I get the seed maker, I'll feel like I can make money in any season. Because I'll be able to upgrade my crops with fertilizer, which will take a lot of money. Fertilizer takes money. But once I can get like 5-star crops and be able to propagate them with the seed maker, I feel like I won't have to farm a stupid number of crops in order for it to be profitable. I'll just have like a nice garden, a nice small plot of 5-star ranked crops that will net me a lot of money every harvest. Glad we get to hear the summer music. There's a lot of music in this game. Both the town, the mountain, your farm. Although some people like the quiet ambience, they're just like... That was a big thing in Wonderful Life. There was only music on your farm and inside people's houses, but the town was just... you just heard like birds chirping or bugs buzzing. It was like a very strange ambience, but like it was nice. Or like if you're fishing by the water, you just heard the water flowing. You don't hear the water flowing in this game. But it gave A Wonderful Life a very unique atmosphere. Because of it. What am I doing on power? Like, I'm looking at the capture instead of looking at the 3DS. I'm just like, sometimes I get surprised when I like finally look down at the 3DS, it's like blinking red. I'm like, oh no, you need to go on the charger. I'm like, this game consumes a lot more power than DS did. I get surprised about like how much resources different games use. I remember just playing like on my Switch. Like I was just at school. And I would play Death Road to Canada. And I played that for hours. And not notice anything. But I would play like Fire Emblem Warriors for like an hour or two. I'm like, my DS is dying. And feels really hot. It consumes a lot of power. My thumb is starting to hurt. I realize I have to tap fast. I can't be lazy with the tapping with the fish fossils. Like, oh god. I'm mashing with every fish I catch. Another ball. I have 99 balls. I'm not gonna know what to do with them. I think I only need 10 balls and 10 boots. I think that there's only one request that requires them, but I'm always like, what if? What if I forgot a request that requires those balls? I don't have to hunt for old balls. I just want to have them. Hello. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Come on. They're dancing around the bobber. I'm just like staring with bloodshot eyes. Just like, touch it. My bag is full. Nani? But I only have half stamina. I can keep going. I guess I'll go down to Konohana. I was like, should I go to Bluebell and check out their message board? But I'm gonna try to go to Bluebell in the evening, late midnight, for a cutscene. Unless I absolutely run out of energy, but... 3 fish fossils. Wowie wow. Hope I don't need these mushrooms for anything. Oops. Maybe I'll eat something. Unless Yoon decides to be closed. Come on, it's Sunday. You should be open. Hey. Hey, Dirk. Oh, it's your day off today. Do you like tea? Can I buy you a cup of tea, my dear? What do you like? You like green tea, matcha tea, sencha tea, pu'er tea, oolong tea, buckwheat tea, and ginseng tea. Your favorite is cream croquette. Croquet? Croquette? I don't know. Like, one is a sport and one is a food. But yeah, I could buy that at Howard's Cafe in the winter if I need to play a little catch up with Dirk. I should also look at it for his birthday. His birthday's actually coming up. Here, let's get you a tea. Buy 2. Hey, you want some? Here, how much does this actually recoup me? A little bit. I mean, I'm probably gonna have enough for my nefarious purposes, but I'm gonna go back to my fishing spot. Yeah, I could buy a stack and purposely give it to Dirk. I'm like kind of waiting on that. I don't know if I should woo people in earnest a little later when I have a better horse cart that retains freshness. I hate when I see stuff in the cart just spoil super quickly. And I know if I wait until year 2, I can get a medium-sized cart that can keep things fresh a little longer. Although, the caveat is that the cart's gonna get heavier if it's medium-sized, and my small horse isn't gonna be able to pull it that fast, so I might have to do 1 tonal request, because that will unlock bigger horses for sale. Even though it won't completely create the shortcut between towns, at least it'll like buy a new horse. Yeah, I might coincide that as like a summer request, Leo. Or I'll actually like do a cooking festival in spring year 2. So I can get enough friendship with the mayors to do a tunnel request in summer of year 2. And get both of the horse carts that they offer as a prize. Fishing for fish. A ball. My balls. It's evening time. We'll see if we can get that other cutscene at Diego's at midnight. But we're just waiting. Yeah, we'll have plenty of stamina to last the night. Unless I do something stupid like jump in the river. Come on. Get it. Bite it. Oh, got excited. I was like, oh boy, I'm gonna have to tap a lot. No, it was just a medium amount of taps. No fish fossil. I get spoiled when I get days where they give me too many. I get so much money, I could just buy a bunch of food and gifts for people. But then I would have to spend the time doling them out. Might be better to do in the fall instead. Because I'm gonna have more time in the fall. Yeah, you could do something similar in fall, where instead of catching fish fossils, you catch pirate treasure, but you can only catch pirate treasure on rainy days in fall. And they only give you 2,000 gold instead of 4,000, which is... It feels like it's the opposite. In Friends of Mineral Town, the pirate treasure gave you more money than the fish fossils. I mean, it's literally like gold and gems. Like, you'd think that would be worth more than a fossilized fish. I mean, like, it's kind of neat, but there's probably a lot of samples of those. People can just, like, go out in nature, pick up a rock, and, like, cut it in half, and they're like, hey, look, it's a fossil. It would have been good to get that matcha tea. It would have been good for Hero, Dirk, Rutger. Just on like one page I see. Would have been good for a lot of people. I might end up buying some horse treats for Kana. Because horse treats don't expire. I know it's meant for your horse, but Kana likes them too, because he has horses, and he likes horse treats, because he can give them to his horses. It's a good gift that doesn't expire ever, so you can just buy a stack and Keep them in your bag. Give them to him daily. Almost out of stamina and almost out of time. I can catch a few more before I start getting into the danger zone. Should I do one more? Being greedy. All the fish go to sleep? I don't... Okay, I see a shadow. I'm like... They don't go to sleep, I don't think. Get out of here. Gotta hurry up, get over that mountain. There's all these fireflies on the ground too. Like, I need the 3 of the Pacific fireflies, but I'm more concerned about getting to Bluebell. Copy. I'll use this opportunity to check the message board. Magic red flower. Could possibly do that. Could do that. I'm not gonna bother them though. It's really late at night. I'll pick it up though. Here we go. Okay, Sunday night, you encounter Raul instead of Diego and Enrique. I wanted to talk to Diego and Enrico. Wait, I wanted to talk, but Diego and Enrique are already asleep. No, they're not. They're not even in bed. And they fell asleep without locking the door. How careless. Hi. I am here. Sup? What are you doing there, Milan? Hi. Look at how happy we are. Did you come to hang out? Diego and Enrique would be glad, but it's so late. Sorry, but I'm about to wake up Enrique and Diego so I can talk to them. Wow. That's kind of rude. Also this face. He's like, meh. Meh. Besides, it's late, and you shouldn't come in without knocking. Can't you just go home? Okay. Where are you going? You have to go out the front door, not the back door. Him too. Alright, yeah, that could repeat. I'm guessing it doesn't happen on festival days, though. So, I'm not gonna try to do it tomorrow, just because Bluebell's gonna have their bare hand fishing contest. Let's get back to town. How are we doing on time? Yeah, we fished a lot. We're 15 minutes over practically than my usual time. I got greedy though, I wanted to do an extra day of fishing. Oh, I gotta put these away so they don't spoil. I got 1 extra fish fossil and lots of fish. Probably buy some more pet food. I have enough milk, but I need 1 more egg, which I will get that tomorrow, actually. So yeah, next episode we'll get the stethoscope from Ash, and that will be like the last major item request of the season. We'll be able to get more in the next season, probably. Okay, well that seems to be it. Everyone's asleep. All my pets are asleep. Anywho, I hope you guys had a relaxing time, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.